Hello, this is my 33rd episode on breakfast, lunch, and dinner cooking, and it's Super Bowl Sunday. So we're making spare ribs, baked beans, and potato salad. So here we go. First of all, I'm going to wash the spare ribs. Rinse them off good. And I'm going to put them on a cookie sheet. I'm going to wash my hands good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to salt and pepper them. And put some garlic powder on them. I just do it on one side. Okay, and you can use like your favorite rub, but I've done the rubs before and it changes the flavor. So I'm going to put those in a 250 oven. And now I'm going to show you how to make my beans. What I do is I take, let me lift that up. I take a thing of bushes, and I'm telling you, these people will think you made the fanciest beans ever. I buy butter beans. I've drained those. And I buy black beans. So I've got the 3 beans in there. I'm telling you, these people will think that you brought the fanciest, schmanciest beans ever. And then I cut up a big onion. People go crazy for these beans, I'm telling you. They just don't look boring like a lot of other beans do. Okay. Cut up a big onion. Put that in there. I don't know if you caught that, but those ribs go in for 5 hours on 250, no covering, no nothing, just the way they are. I put aluminum foil on the pan so that it's a little easier. Then I take some mustard. About, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon and a half, and some ketchup. My mother is the one that taught me how to do these. Probably, I don't know, maybe a third of a cup of ketchup, and then a little bit of molasses, maybe, I don't know, a quarter cup. Sorry, guys. And then brown sugar. This is probably a quarter cup of brown sugar. And then you mix that all up. I'm telling you, people go crazy for these beans. Mustard, ketchup, brown sugar, molasses, and onion. And 3 kinds of beans, whatever beans you like, but the butter beans really perk it up. Then you take your casserole, dump the beans in. Get all the goodies. The reason you don't want to mix it in the casserole is because you don't want it to look messy. You want it to be pretty. Then what you do is you take, maybe, this is a little wet. Ah! Sorry guys. I had this bacon frozen, so it's a little bit too wet. I'm going to lay the bacon over it, just like so. I used to pre-cook the bacon a little bit, but bacon just doesn't seem to be as fatty as it used to be. So I'm just going to put it right on there, but oh, does it give it a good flavor. Then, and the guy that gets the piece of bacon loves it. Then put the lid on, and I'm actually going to put this in my 250 oven with the spare ribs. It's only 250 degrees, and of course keep an eye on it. And then I'm going to make my potato salad, and what I do for potato salad is I boiled up a couple of potatoes here. I'm going to peel those real quick. You want to let them rest a little bit so they're not really hot for the mayonnaise. These potatoes really fell apart on me. I don't know what happened, but anyway, I'm just going to make a small batch of potato salad for myself and a guest. Okay. Then I just cut it up. Not real small, because you don't want it to turn into mashed potato salad. Okay, and I got this other one. Yeah, these potatoes kind of blew up on me. I boiled these for probably 50 minutes. Like I said, this is just going to be a little small batch. But if you're having a big gang, just, do it accordingly. And I use Miracle Whip, but you can use whatever salad dressing you want. But I would at least do half Miracle Whip. See what I mean about these potatoes? They really blew up on me. Okay. Now, I am going to cut up some celery. I usually put like radishes and stuff in potato salad too, but I didn't have any. Kind of fine. Not too much. Put that in. Then I'm going to cut up a small onion. I actually had 3 potatoes, but one of them completely blew up on me, so. Like I said, I boiled them for 50 minutes on, I don't know, medium well. Here I go with those onions again. kind of fine. All right. Like I said, you do it to the amount that you have. Then I'm going to add some salt, pepper, and some pickle relish, a little bit of mustard. Always shake your mustard. Maybe a tablespoon of mustard for this, but like I said, it's according to how much you're going to make. And then I add the Miracle Whip. That's probably, I don't know, a cup, maybe 3/4 of a cup. Then you mix that all up and take your eggs that didn't turn out so great and put them in there. I had 2 of them that got kind of not so great on me, so I'm going to put those in there too. So I'm going to mix that all up. You want to do the potato salad a little bit ahead of time because you want it to, all the flavors to marinate. And I do add a little bit of celery seed. Then take your dish, always mix it not in your dish that you're going to serve it in, so it looks neat and clean. And like I said, you can use Hellmann's if you prefer Hellmann's. And then just put it in there kind of pretty. This again is probably a 1950s recipe from my mother. Then take your eggs, and I use this tomato cutter. It always works good for me. And just lay the eggs on the, I could have cooked these a little more. I cooked these for 11 minutes, but they were extra large eggs. And then the ones that don't have the yolk in them, just kind of scatter them around. And like I said, if you do a big bowl of potato salad, you want to do more. Yeah, these I could have cooked a little bit more. Always do the yolk side up on them so they look pretty. And then you take paprika. I just thought it. When I find the paprika, I'll get back. And what you do, take your paprika. Oh my goodness. Open it up, if you can, on the sprinkle side. And then just lightly, not a lot. This is just for pretty. And see, you just make it look pretty. And then I put the lid on it and I put it in the fridge. I put it in the fridge until party time. And the ribs will be in there for 5 hours. The beans, I'm going to keep an eye on. But at 250, you know, they could be in there for a long time too. So I'll see you in 5 hours. Happy Super Bowl. Ribs are coming out of the oven. It's been 5 hours. Look at those baby back ribs. And the beans have been in there for the 5 hours too. And I'm going to let those rest. And what I normally do is will drain off any of the grease, because I'm going to put them under the broiler now, and I don't want, here, let me hold that. I don't want any fires. So I shake off as much of the grease as I can. And then what I do is I take, I'm using baby ribs, sweet baby ribs. And I'm just gonna put it on real nice and heavy. I don't worry about the underside. I don't know. I've never had a problem with just seasoning the top, and make sure you get the sides and all. They're really good. Okay. I don't really know if I need to do this, but I will. Just to get it nice and even. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the oven off, and I'm going to put it on broil, and I'm going to put it on a low broil. And I'm going to move the rack up so I can put it on broil. And I'm doing a low broil just so that they just get charred really nice and evenly. And I have to thank this man from the American Legion. He told me how to do these ribs years ago. And it's so simple, nothing fussy, nothing. And wait till you see these ribs. Anyway, I'll be back when the broil is done. I just took them out of the oven, and I want to show you how wonderful these are. So I'm going to cut them. Look at how tender they are. They're not falling apart or anything. They're just perfect, still on the bone. Look at these gorgeous, gorgeous ribs. Okay, so I'm going to dish it up. A couple of these ribs. Look at how wonderful they are. They're a little bit falling off the bone, but not too bad. Okay, there's my ribs. And now I'm going to take some of my beans. Those were in there for 5 hours on 250, and they were perfect. Look at those beautiful, beautiful beans. So you don't have to worry about, you know, making the oven separate for them. Okay. So I'm going to dish up some of these beans. If they sit a little bit longer, they can thicken up too, but they really don't need to. And then some of this wonderful, where do I put this? This wonderful potato salad that's been in the refrigerator. Now, if that is not a meal fit for a king, look at that. I've got neighbors coming over to enjoy this with me, and I want to thank you for watching. God bless you. I hope you learned how easy they are, and there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it, and love the Lord with all your heart. And happy Super Bowl! Bye now.